Hi, welcome everybody, and here's another episode of Acting Theory. Now, in the last video, we have talked about overacting, and this video is somewhat similar. So, I talked to you about showing emotions. Now, there isn't really anything wrong with showing emotions, but most people they fake the emotion and they overly express it. So only show an emotion when it's natural and pure. You don't show it to other people and you keep it for yourself. Now, I'm quite struggling with telling you how someone is expressing a real natural emotion because it's hard and it's even hard for me. But what you can do is knowing what's happening to you as a character. Now I know it sounds silly because you might mean like, yeah, duh, you should have told me like this stuff I know. But you see, you need to read the entire play. You need to read all of your actions too. Like, what is your action? And you might think like, why am I doing this? Why am I killing my own father? Why am I running away? Why am I killing my kids? Why am I um well sure there's a lot of killing in here. But why am I why am I moving out? Why am I avenging my father who has died and now comes to me as a ghost? Hamlet. Why am I taking over a kingdom? Why? You need to ask yourself, why am I doing this? You need to read the play, read all of your actions and how they affect other people, other characters in the play, of course. I'm getting too emotionally worked up here, but okay. So, and then you're going to ask yourself, what does it mean to me? What does this play mean to me? And like, I just heard that my entire clan was massacred and I'm the only sole survivor. How does that make me feel? I mean, you need to read it, and while you have, when you have read it, you need to ask yourself, can I explain this to a kid? Or can I explain it to a alien who has just visited the earth for the first time and he knows nothing about our customs? Can I explain the problem to him? Now, probably not. Or you can, which with if you can, you have successfully mastered, or I don't want to say mastered because you haven't finished yet, but you know a lot about the play and you're getting there slowly. Now, if you can explain it to a kid or a alien what's happening in the play and why you're taking your actions, which is very important, you're not done yet. Because there's something called with emotions and you need to know, alright, so how will I do those things? How? How would I do this? How would I react to it? Basically, what is my characteristic? of your emotions. Nah, that doesn't make any sense. In either case, you need to dive deeper into the situation, because it's dangerous thinking that you're done, because overacting is always hiding in the corner, waiting for a mistake. And in this case, it is careless planning. You need to know, like, alright, I'm Hamlet. I have a dead father, which was the king of Denmark, which is now dead. And my uncle has taken over the kingdom, and my mother just married him in 3 weeks. 3 weeks. That's, I mean, I know that people need to move on, but this is a little bit fast, you know, like, basically my mother is a whore, apparently. So, or you can react like, okay, 3 weeks, fair enough. Anyway, you need to know what's happening, and you need to know, like, okay, how would I react to that? What have I experienced in my life that's quite similar to this emotion, to this reaction? And then you're going to replace that for the play. So, example, Hamlet's father that has died, and he's sad about it. And he's also frustrated because he is kind of ashamed, maybe, or he is scared because he is the heir to the throne, and if someone wants to acclaim, if someone wants to take the throne, he can kill you, which is quite scary. And now you don't have a father that's protecting you anymore, which is very tough, which kind of makes me anxious all the time, because it's very scary. I have fear all the time. But that's my opinion. That's my vision of this role. If you would play it, you could probably think like, all right, I'm very angry with my mother because she didn't even love my father, apparently. She just married again after 3 weeks, like a normal person who would just take a month or 2 or 3, but she really moved on. Like, yeah, that fucking bitch, you know? Might be your thing. But anyway, you need, the same way as you explain why you're doing something, you need to find the smallest solution of how you feel. Then you're going to recreate a memory, and you think like, what is very dear to me, and how would I react if I lost that? Because basically that's what this is. Hamlet lost his father, and his father was very dear to him, and he made him feel very protected, which is now not the case. So you need to think like, alright, so what is very dear to me, which kind of lets me feel protective, and how can I destroy that in my mind, or think of an example where I will lose that, and the emotion comes. It's very strange how this works, but just imagine that, and you might play fear or frustration. And then the emotion comes, and then you just say your lines with that emotion. But remember what we talked about in the previous episode, don't overact. Don't show everybody what you're feeling. Keep it to yourself, and the eyes and your body language will suffice. So, I hope I have learned you a lot today, and I will see you next time. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and like this video, because I'm just a starting YouTuber and I really need your support. Bye bye!